Even though he'd been ill and we'd been expecting this news at some point, we were really hoping that he would see his 100th birthday on the 10th of June. And in fact, I was part of a group organising the birthday celebrations worldwide. So yeah, the celebrations now will become a celebration of his living legacy.
Prince Philip established the Duke of Edinburgh's award in the UK and here in Australia. I understand he's described it as the do-it-yourself growing up kit. Is that right?
That is very correct. He used that term a lot because what he engineered was a concept that was, for its time, very, very unusual, very innovative. And if we're describing it today, we'd be describing it as designing a program in open architecture, because he created a framework of 4 activities or 4 areas of challenge, and they did not contain prescribed activities. So young people working with trained adults would identify suitable activities and set personal bests, set goals that they would achieve. So the reason it's been so successful and has just gone from generation to generation was that original clever design.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us about the program and the 3 levels?
Okay, so what we have, we start with a framework of 4 components. So every young person is challenged to undertake a personal goal in 4 areas. 1, volunteering to the community. 2, a personal life skill development, hobby or an interest. 3, personal health, improve their physical condition. And 4, undertake a team challenge in an unfamiliar environment, which is typically undertaken by putting a pack on your back and heading out to a national park. So they're the 4 components, but the key to it is that they are done over an extended period of time. So the impact of the award on a young person's positive behaviour is because they're doing these activities in their community regularly and over typically 9-12 months.
It's probably one of the biggest challenges that young people can take part in. Can you talk to us about what impact it does have for young people?
Yeah, and again, the diversity of it. So if we're talking about a young person who may, for various reasons, have disengaged with schooling or have some personal challenges, then the award is a great vehicle for giving them opportunity for increased self-esteem, to have their personal achievements recognised, where academically in the formal education system they would not be considered to be an achiever, but their talents can be expressed through the Duke of Ed framework, and they do then receive an international accreditation. For young people who are getting on with life, it's an opportunity to extend themselves, to just add that personal challenge or add another non-formal education element to their portfolio. So it works at many levels. And again, another reason for its success is its very inclusive nature. So it could be someone doing it in a school, someone doing it through a surf lifesaving club or a PCYC. It could be a young person that's in juvenile justice in prison. So the award can be accessed by any young person regardless of their circumstance.
There must have been some incredible stories and friendships that have come out of the program.
Well, certainly amongst young people in doing the program, because the diversity of the cohort that gets involved, so they normally work and meet with young people that they may not normally do so, and as well meeting many adults. People are surprised when we say in Australia we have about 60,000 volunteers working with the 45,000 young people currently doing an award program, and that surprises people. But Prince Philip himself, he was hands-on. He wasn't just the set and forget figurehead. He genuinely went out, and he was our key salesperson. And I used to love watching him oblige people when he'd literally ask them for could you just do me a favour, sort of comment, and how do you turn down a prince when he asks you for a personal favour. So the award was able to expand and grow and receive political, business, community support, and a lot of it because of Prince Philip's engagement and advocacy.
That seems to be what people are saying, that he was such a hands-on leader. Are there significant memories or moments that stand out to you when you're reflecting on his life and his involvement with the Duke of Ed?
Look, I never failed to be impressed with his ability to produce facts and figures out of thin air. He clearly was a person with a great mind, a passion for learning, and so to be able to hear him say to someone, or even myself, how are you going with that project that we were talking about 4 years ago in Edinburgh or in Barbados? And he was always on the money, always accurate with those observations. And in meetings, he would just refer to the meeting papers or some complex document, and he would refer to sections of it without even looking down. So I never failed to impress with just the knowledge and the intelligence. But the other complementary part, he loved engaging, trying to relax people and really get to understand what's on their mind, whether it's a young person doing the award, why they're doing it, what are they getting out of it, or whether it was a volunteer or a major supporter. He understood his role, and he understood that to get people conversing, he had to relax them. So that was a very endearing quality that I observed.
More than 1 million people take part in the Duke of Ed around the world each year. He's just inspired so many people.
Look, indeed, and that's what we're hearing now. It's being referred to as a living legacy. It will continue, 130 countries. It's growing way beyond the Commonwealth. You know, if we start to look at countries like Bulgaria or Slovakia or China, you know, the countries you normally wouldn't associate with the Duke of Edinburgh's award, but it has become the world's most recognised accrediting framework for non-formal education and learning. So people are respecting it for what it is and what it can contribute. So it will continue on for many generations. It's in very good hands. The Prince ensured that he passed the baton, and he passed it early. So the award will thrive. There's no doubt about that.
Finally, Peter, for those who didn't take part in the program or aren't associated with it, what can we all learn from Prince Philip?
Yeah, look, to follow the passion. Prince Philip was very good at identifying causes or uncomfortable subjects and finding a way to speak around them. So my strong message is that it's okay to take on a new issue and put it out there and talk about it and get the conversation and debate. And we all know that, he didn't always get it right when he was trying to get the discussion going, trying to relax people. But the whole idea of being prepared to communicate your thoughts and live by values is certainly a very important part of his life and what we've all taken on board.
He leaves an incredible legacy behind. Peter Kay, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for the opportunity.